some scheduling sorts of things, and no one was really quite sure what this hour is supposed to be specifically, because it's supposed to involve reading, but I can't read from Wheel of Time because we just can't. But it's also supposed to be Q&A. So what we've decided to do, and an hour's a little bit long for reading, what we're going to do is we're going to split it in half and do two separate panels. The first is a Q&A with mainly Harriet. Alan and I will be up here to maybe chime in on things, but I already had a full Q&A. So this is time, we'll have a half hour of just asking questions to Harriet. And then after that, we will actually, have a pause where if you don't want to see the next part, you take off, I won't be offended or whatever. And then and then I will actually do a reading. I've got my laptop here, and we'll pull out, and I usually, with my readings, let the audience decide what they want me to read, and we'll go through several options. It will not be Towers of Midnight. Yeah, exploding gophers. So we're going to proceed with that. So I will just go ahead and moderate. So what that means is I'm going to take this microphone, and I will call on people, and then I will repeat your questions so that everyone can hear it, and then I will hand the mic to Harriet to answer, okay? So, what are you guys curious about asking Harriet or Alan, who are, up here, have worked with on the Wheel of Time for many years? All right, in the back.
The grace of the Lady Moraine be upon you, Harriet.
Oh, thank you.
My question to you. Mr. Jordan has said at numerous instances that there's a touch of you in each of his female characters. Which do you feel is closest to yourself, or that you sympathize with the most?
Okay, which character in the Wheel of Time does Harriet think reflects her the most, and which one she sympathizes with the most?
It's late on Saturday. The one that comes to mind most quickly is Mogenian. But I think in truth it would be Maureen.
All right, other questions? Right here.
Yeah, you and Alan have worked on Wheel of Time for many years. Beyond that, are there any other projects that you're looking at editing, or anything beyond the Wheel of Time?
Okay, the question is there anything that Harriet is looking forward toward editing beyond the Wheel of Time, or anything else she is looking at editing?
Well, the encyclopedia is sort of beyond the Wheel of Time, or it's a fifth wheel, but I'll definitely be looking forward to editing that, and I'll turn it over to Alan in a minute to talk. He's been working on the encyclopedia lately. Meanwhile, there's a project with a fellow, Charles Stonian, that I'm eager to see get off the ground, but I really can't talk about it. It's not, well, it's sort of fantasy, but it's not quite. Alan, do you want to talk about the encyclopedia a bit?
Well, we have a session. We have a session specifically on that tomorrow morning.
What time?
But, Lord knows. 1 o'clock?
That's
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock tomorrow.
That's morning for me.
And after the Wheel of Time, I think I look forward to working more in my garden and continuing my career as a professional cabaret singer.
Can you see some of that?
Oh, he's good.
All right, right
You
here.
can see it, but you can't.
Are we going to get to see the other 2 prequels that Robert had planned on writing?
All right, the question is, are you going to get to see the other 2 prequels that Mr. Jordan had planned on writing?
We're finishing the Wheel of Time first, and that's it.
Other questions? Come on, you guys, you got Harriet here. All right.
A bit more of a technical question here. Is it possible, I already asked Maria this and got a bit of a vague answer.
Okay.
It wasn't a RAFO, it was a vague answer. Is it possible to learn weaves from text, or does it have to be demonstrated?
Is it possible to learn weaves from text, or does it have to be demonstrated?
I can be very vague. when I want to be. And this is such a moment.
Do we want to give him one of these?
Yeah.
There you go. You got raptured by Harriet. All right, you had a question. Are you going to be doing the travels of Jane Farstriker?
No, but maybe Killers of the Black Veil? I've always wanted to read that one.
In the back? That was a joke.
This is probably a raffle, but I'll go with it anyway. Can you name one thing that someone can do with the true power that cannot be accomplished with the one power?
Can you name one thing that can be done with the true power that cannot be accomplished with the one power?
Yes.
No! Oh, wait. Wait, but Alan has answers.
You can get those cool spotted eyeballs.
Okay. Other questions? Oh, you're just going in your hair. All right.
Okay. People ask me this all the time, and I never have an answer. What else have you edited besides The Wheel of Time and Ender's Game?
What else has Harriet edited besides The Wheel of Time and Ender's Game?
Well, Brandon has an editor on The Way of Kings. I did I read it for him, and it was a great pleasure. It's going to be one hell of a good book. I edited a good many of the novels of Father Andrew Greeley, who is arguably the best known priest in the American Catholic Church, who is unindicted. And I edited a number of novels by Mike and Kathy Gear, who write the...
There was a gasp.
Yes! They write books of pre-Columbian North America, and they're good too. And a lot of other people whose names are escaping me, like Exploding Gophers. Who?
Begins with an S. Sanderson.
Whitley Strieber.
No?
Okay.
Saberhagen?
Saberhagen, yeah. A bunch of Saberhagen. And what a doll he was. I'm so sorry he's left the building. He's just a super person. Carol Nelson Douglas, who writes, actually her funniest character is a cat detective who lives in Las Vegas, named Midnight Louie. And she also wrote some terrific Holmesian stuff about Irene Adler and Mr. Holmes. Hey, it was 35 years, there were a lot of them. But those come to mind. I've been a generalist. I've done everything. I have edited everything in publishing picture books, copy editing textbooks, including one called Electromagnetic Slow Wave Systems. How's that for keeping you awake? that was marking equations for a monotype setting. As I'm prone to say, dinosaurs roamed the earth in those days. And I've never done adult erotica, but I have done children's books, YA, adult fiction, non-fiction, all that stuff. And it's been a lot of fun.